Sides is when you're on the attacking side with the Chamber Sentinel, the trademark doesn't usually afford you too much early information on those flanks. It gives a decent amount of space to the defenders to be able to push up on Haven in particular. I mean, look, you can see that for C-Long, all of that C-Long control can be taken by Shopify Rebellion because of the fact that the trademark is so deep into the attacker spawn. It affords more lurking ability almost over to Shopify.
Yeah, but EMEA's waiting once again. I feel like we've seen this a lot from Shopify too, just pushing out on the defense, pressuring. And you said we need to see some of that conditioning from CLG. It's just not happening. I mean, of course, some attention there. Rise is able to gain some ground, maybe a little bit more attention directed towards the C garage. But here we have it. It has to be a site. 40 seconds left. The timing, the stun, perfect. That allows Bungie for the one. The dash in, attempting to create some space, and Panini in a corner, not wanting to be, but perfect. The Rolling Thunder comes through, and that's an assistance. But it's just the amount of util dump on this site that is going to lead CLG and Shopify in a difficult position. If Panini, nope, not able to get it. So it's going to have to be led up to Sonder here. Only really having the Blade Storm left. The operator there in case. And the right click, not collecting anything much. And it's Bungie with the 4K. My apologies here.
Because we have seen CLG Red trying to go for those fakes as well, or those rotations away, as opposed to the hard commits to the area that they show initial presence at. But once again, Shopify Rebellion taking this mid control, and so much information is gathered here by Lori. This time actually hopping up to window, which is something she hasn't done before, but that just adds so much extra pressure. Yeah. Oh no, Lori's blind.
It's looking good though. I mean, regardless, you can see a different tempo and different momentum coming out from CLG. They're gonna try for more of a faster paced type of push this time around, and it works out really nice. You can see already 2 players down on Shopify. Now CLG having this site, they're going to position themselves, get that spike down, get themselves situated. And we're going to see it. I mean, there still are ultimates here to utilize. You can see Han having that ultimate down, but it's more so just whether or not Shopify is going to be able to peek this through and maybe take this picks. Now the stuns come down, the peek is there, Amnesia with the 1. There's 2 left here. Panini, just tons of ultimates being utilized, and a perfect save as well. They're able to use these ults for CLG in their favor. The Rolling Thunder there, the TP comes through regardless. Panini can't defuse this, so it's around for CLG and a 7-5 end for this half. I mean, I feel like also CLG is... yeah, it's the close-off. I think within the next round on the defense.
I'd like to see if they would try to go for, you know, that map control on the defensive side, but with this stack towards A on the side of CLG Red, it's going to be a push towards C and Garage here for Shopify Rebellion. The Trailblazer does clear out Garage, and now should be a free plant here. However, Claudia just been sitting in window the entire time, listening, giving her team cues and whatnot, but we actually might be seeing a 3-person flank coming out on the side of CLG, although perhaps a little bit late.
Oh, but that's pretty good there. You see that information, you hear it. Shopify know that the flank is coming along, so they're gonna have to people hold it, although Flowerful is going to get completely caught out by Bungie. That's leaving KP by themselves. No util to use as well, so just completely there. He's going to be able to get the 2K down, though. Beautiful right clicks from KP. I mean, now Shopify, they wouldn't have had that lead if that 2K hadn't come down. We can see now the Diffusal having to come through for Amnesia, although nobody there alongside. A beautiful win.
Pinch just really couldn't come through for the retake, and now it's going to be Shopify Rebellion on this buy-up, on an anti-eco, if you will, as well, technically, and a shorty in Amnesia's hands. However, likely going to be cleared out by the Trailblazer.
Oh yeah, but I mean, it's also difficult here. The Spectre, Saunders pushing up, knowing that advantage is there, but Amnesia actually being able to take out the 1. Nobody assisting. And Shopify, once again, another round down on the board.
And, you know, we saw the breach utility coming out from Han being able to slow down those pushes. And And that's going to be an aggressive peek here. A long for CLG Red. However, Shopify Rebellion still making their way down mid. Trademark will catch one out, but Sonder already in the spawn somehow of CLG.
Oh. Yeah, but not much going on here for CLG. They're attempting it. You can see they're able to hold it just a little bit, but the retake has to come through, waiting for that rotation. You can see they're going to consecutively push this. They're going to get that util out, at least a flash left for Han. They have to utilize that soon. They're just waiting for a possible push, waiting for everybody to really collect themselves, waiting for that stun, as it was only a couple seconds left. Now the push comes through. Perfect initiator roll from Han. You can see Han able to tell them how he wanted to play off that util, and is going to be able to close this out as well. I mean, the wait, perfect. You don't want to go out with that flash. You want to ensure that maybe, you know, that one angle that you really do want to take care of.
Combination there, Gompers. You know, from the shadows from Panini, just to be able to get behind the players of CLG, and the Rolling Thunder may be coming out to cause that discord, make those concussions come through.
Yeah, but Duelist down, Bungie gone, Lori. A lot of information util. He's not going to be able to use it, so, I mean, heavily relying on KP here, heavily relying on Panini, using those smokes to get onto the site for Shopify. You can see it's more so of a wait. Waiting for CLG to make that first move, but, I mean, I said it, CLG is not the type of players to kind of be a little bit disobedient, to peek through, to make these mistakes. You can see they're waiting. They feel the B push coming along. They're waiting to play that retake. Information comes through. They're going to be able to come in pretty well, but are they able to take it? I mean, KP with the flash, not going to hit it. The stun comes through, and it's the Rolling Thunder. Is it enough? Han with the flash down, trying to stall. And beautiful, the 360, knowing Panini's going to flank.
Maybe one away from tying things up. The tool de false is going to come out here as well in the hands of Amnesia to go along with the buy of the rest of the team.
Yeah, but I feel like Shopify has taken more of a passive approach here. They're attempting to be a little less violent with their site pushes, but here it does seem like the violence is actually going to occur. But they have to get through all these obstacles first. That's the smoke here, the one way. Rise isn't going to be playing with it, though. Amnesia can't really play with it as well, but a beautiful flick along. And CLG actually doing really good at holding the site. They're holding it together, they're peeking through, they're not afraid to keep it. And you can see those smokes being utilized as well, allowing them to take these picks down. Panini with just a sheriff left. You can see. I mean, are they able to take the one? All they really need here is to maybe take out a couple, and that should be enough.
As well as doing some zoning with the push onto site. And I could say the same for Claudia, who's only one away from the Hunter's Fury. And Amnesia finally got an operator in hand, and I can see why now the tool de false did come out to be able to amass that economy.
Yeah, but even though Lori's utilizing that Trailblazer, we do see the Seekers available as well. So that's another thing there. Oh no, Sonder catching out Bungie, but perfect timing for Bungie there. But unfortunately, KP is going to assist. I feel like, you know, it's when you see double, you're just a little confused for a moment. And you're like, oh, is that me? Or no, it was not, unfortunately. We can see Amnesia with Yop is going to try to have some effect. Although 26 health, retake having to be done. I'm not sure how well this is going to work out. You can see those trademarks being placed down. So maybe an aggro peek, a TP back. But, I mean, Nini is heaven. Waiting.
Honestly, yeah, we are going to see the save coming out here. Amnesia does have that op in hand. 3 rifles on the side of CLG Red. A little bit surprised considering their economy status that the exit frags aren't going to be what CLG Red is looking for right now, considering that Shopify Rebellion right now, their credits are looking pretty weak. You know, they don't have too much in the bank at the moment. Could actually do a lot of damage, not allow them to get those rifles into the next round, but it's just going to be a full save coming out instead.
No aggressions there. Actually, we're going to see an aggression right now. Completely wiped out of my mouth. Bungie said, I hear you. I'm actually going to push up here with the operator.
What I think is interesting, though, is the fact that that stim beacon was actually expended to help Bungie get into that 8-short position, instead of using it to save it for the retake. But a little bit of information seems to have been heard on the side of CLG Red. More util will give it away, and a counter recon bolt in response is going to help things out, but it's not quite enough in trades across the board.
Oh, this is good. Han, ooh, getting completely tagged out. At least just a little bit, though. Some damage done. The orbital strike actually going to stall, and this is perfect. CLG is going to push off of that. Beautiful. The spike down, having it in their hands. CLG have such a good position here. They have that spike. It's a 1v3, and Han is going to peek through and close this out. Beautiful. Without that spike down, without that orbital strike, I mean, it wouldn't have allowed them to really execute onto the site and ensure, hey, this angle's completely cleared. Let's push. Let's watch these as well. And Han, let's get that flash out so we can take this down.